Ever since Funko released Pop Yourself, my goal has been to make myself in every single version they release. And I understand that this sounds a little narcissistic, but the reason that I did it was for today's video to show you every single version I've been able to get my hands on. So let's get started with the first one here, which is, well, check it out here. Coming in from the Hollywood store. It actually used to be called Pop People. You can see up at the top here, it's almost like they put it into a line of characters called People. And you'll notice something right away. This character is a bit funny. Like, if you look on the side there, I don't have any hair. Also, if you know my dog Bailey, you would know that he looks nothing like this. I kind of just picked whatever was closest at the time, and it was this little, like, golden Labrador. And if you don't know, with every single one of these characters, you can pick your body, skin tone, hair, shirt, pants, and then you get 2 accessories to go along with that. Or you can pick a maximum of 2 accessories, and whenever I do them, I try to get 2 because it's a little bit cooler. And so for this one here, I decided to go with a Tiny Freddy Funko as well as a camera. Also on the back here, I thought it was really interesting because it gives you a bit of a blurb about Pop People, and it talks about how you're now part of like superheroes and monsters and just like different movie characters and television shows. Almost like you're now immortalized with the rest of your other favorite characters that you probably have in your collection. Now next up, everybody, is when they started to call it Pop Yourself. This was actually the first updated version that I did of, well, myself, of course, and you can see it's looking a lot nicer. And fun fact, I actually have that Letterman jacket, or at least something very similar to it. We'll get to that in a minute. And now you may notice as well that this is actually with hair, my hat and hair. I know, it's nice that they're both together. The one thing is, though, is that the hair is a little bit longer than mine is at the moment, but I do have my hair that long sometimes, so it works. Also, getting to the dog here, it's closer to Bailey, but it's not exact, but it's good enough. Oh, and another fun fact about the accessory on this one, you'll notice I'm holding a lightsaber, and they don't actually have the lightsaber available anymore. It's completely off the website. I'm wondering if maybe it was like a licensing approval, or they just never restocked it. I don't know. Now, getting into this next one here, this was actually the first time, or no, you know what? Now that I say that, Christmas was the first time they did this, but they started to do like holiday outfits that you could wear, and I completely missed Christmas, but I was able to get a Halloween one. And so for this year, I called it Halloween Top Pops. And that's kind of a theme you'll see from today. There's a bunch of blank Top Pops. And actually, funny enough with this one here, I decided to change up the head a little bit because it was actually my first one that would have had a double. So I said, you know what? I don't want to like do the exact same thing again. So I went with no hat, and it's okay, but I think I would have preferred the blue one. And also, you'll notice there's a buddy to go along with it, which is a ghost. And he's also holding a bottle of poison and a giant basket for candy. So not too bad. The only thing that I think I would wish with this one here is that the eyebrows could be a little bit lighter because they are practically the same color as the eyes, but besides that, I think it turned out pretty good. Oh, and actually, speaking of holiday figures, there was also another round of Halloween ones that have released this year, and they're actually on the website at the moment. What's cool about them, too, is that if you order one, you actually get a personalized box for the Halloween one. It's got like a bunch of bats on it, it's orange and darker, and it's really cool. I like it. And so that is another thing that I wish this one had, was a Halloween box, but hey, when that new one arrives, it'll be cool to check out. Alrighty, okay, so now this one here released around the time of the Halloween one, and you guys are gonna think this is so random, but it was a bunch of new stuff that they put up on the website. I don't do this as often anymore because there are a bunch of different things that you can do, and I decided to make, well, let me just show you here, a wedding Top Pops. I wanted the cake, and because I had to order another character, I decided, hey, why not? Let's do a whole nother one like this. And you can see here, it's got the bottle of champagne as well as the suit like I'm actually at a wedding, and of course, I kept the hat on this time. And so I know this is pretty random, but I thought it was kind of funny. I went with it, and there's been a bunch of other, like, you know, different professions that they put up. I think there was, like, let me think about it here, a construction worker. There was also a doctor and a cowboy, I think they've done too. I know, pretty random, and I haven't done any of those yet, but I don't know, maybe I will. I haven't, though. Because I feel like having myself a million different ways with, like, you know, doctor, wedding, construction, I don't need it. I'll probably just pick out some of my favorite stuff, and maybe if they add a bunch more to the website, like new outfits and that, I will do, like, a perfect version of me. So for now, this is the only one that I've got. But everybody, there has also been some exclusive versions that have released, like, well, let me show you here, everyone. The Don't dunk away from my heart. It's the Dunkings Top Pops. This is another really great one, and I think it is so cool that they created this. Also, you'll notice with it, it's the first time we ever got an exclusive box where it says Dunkings on the side as well as on the back, and then of course we have the Pop Yourself in those Dunkings colors. And with this one here, it was actually a pre-order because they wanted to get it out as fast as possible after the Super Bowl last year, and so it's pretty cool because they did the tracksuit, I've got the iced coffee in my hand, the box of donuts, as well as the dunking glasses. And then of course I had to go with the hat, and I wish they had an orange one so it kind of like all went well together, but hey, it's still really cool. And then everybody, over at San Diego Comic-Con, we had another exclusive variant. And if you've watched my videos before, you would probably know who this is, but it is the Deadpool and Wolverine, and I decided to call myself Top Pool. Funny enough, if you watched the video, I actually tried to call myself Deadpool Top Pops, but I'm wondering if it's because it was like a license name I couldn't put it, or the fact that it said dead in there, I don't know. But either way, I thought Top Pool was pretty cool. And if you want to check it out, this one also has an exclusive box with a bunch of the doodles around it, just like how a lot of the promos did for the movie. And also, with this one here, there was some exclusive stuff that you could only get if you went to San Diego Comic-Con, and Dog Pool was not one of those things. But if you'll notice, I'm actually wearing a VIP badge, as well as, oh, what are those called? It's the thing from the TVA, the thing that he holds in the movie. Either way, that was also exclusive to San Diego Comic-Con. I also have a Deadpool mask in there as well that you could do on the website, and I believe the Deadpool stuff is still available if you want to. Oh, and if you were looking to maybe do a Wolverine, you could also do that, and the way they do it on the website is that you create a normal figure, and then you get a little box as like a little bonus pack to switch the body if you wanted to. And actually, when I went over to the Funko HQ, I was able to buy one of those extras, so technically I could swap this to be Wolverine. I just haven't yet because this one of course says Top Pool, but it's an option. Now this next one here is actually another custom box one, and this is also the reason that I'm wearing this Pop Yourself t-shirt here, because just recently I was over in Kansas City to do a Pop Yourself with a brand new NFL collaboration, and take a look at this, everybody. It's an NFL Top Pops. I love this thing, and it's also really cool because if you went to do this in person, actually in Kansas City, you would get this Fun Zone 2024 edition exclusive sticker. This is also available on the website, and you can actually, I believe, do this whenever you want. Actually, you know, now that I think about it, if you're thinking of popping yourself, just go check out the website. It's a lot easier than me telling you everything that is or isn't available. And anyway, taking a look on the back here, you can see all of the different teams that you can do, which is all 32 of them, and it's a pretty similar character to what I've had in the past, but if you're thinking of making it for someone for the first time, it's really cool because you can actually get whatever team you want on either a sweater or t-shirt. It's also really cool because they have a bunch of different accessories that you could do for the, like, you know, the NFL or just like football in general. So they had like the foam finger, the football, there was also a helmet and some snacks, like if you went to the game or something. And so anyway, this is another really neat one, and I think it's so cool that they're doing stuff like this, and I'm hoping that they continue and maybe do, I don't know, I'm thinking like hockey or basketball next. That would be neat. Now these next two that I have here, I'll show you together because you've seen the head 1,000 times, but they are different because they are the two different stores that if you go to them, you can actually pop yourself with some exclusive accessories. So this one here is actually the Hollywood store, and this is their store in Everett, Washington, just above Seattle. This one's really cool though because you can actually get a Funko Hollywood sweater. Besides that, everything is the exact same, and I mean, I picked different accessories, but I mean, they're available anywhere. You can even order them online. And then you'll notice for this one here, similar accessories, but if you look at my sweater, it's actually the exact Letterman jacket that I have. And now let me show you guys the boxes quick, because on this one here, this is the one, of course, for Everett in Washington. In Washington, a big thing is like myths, so they have You're a Legend on the side. And then for the Hollywood one, it's pretty cool too, because it says Funko, You're the Star, and then on the top, it says it again, but I really do like how they go all over with it. And now, everybody, this next one that I have here is pretty interesting, because while I was over at the HQ, so the one in Washington, they were like, hey, do you want to try out a 2-pack for free? And so Funko, thank you so much for doing this, but while we were there, it was my mom and I, we decided to do superheroes because I had never done that before. I know, I've done practically everything, but I hadn't done a superhero yet, so we kind of had fun with it. She's Wonder Mom, and I'm Super Pops. I thought it was pretty cool how we did it. And so if you guys are wondering, you can do a 2-pack, and I feel like this is really cool for like weddings, or maybe like an anniversary or something. And then on the back, there's nothing too crazy. It just says Pop Yourself, but if you wanted to, you don't have to put your names down here. You could do one as like happy, and the other one is anniversary. That could be cool. Just throwing out ideas for you if you're thinking of doing something like this. But anyways, I thought it was really fun. We also decided to go with, like, you know, very superhero things in our hands. It turned out pretty cool. Now, everybody, that is all of the Pop Yourselves that I have, but there is one other thing that I want to show you, which is part of Pop Yourself, and you'll notice that a lot of my characters came with, like, little buddies next to them, and well, I have a buddies collection too. These are ones that if you go on the website, you can add them to your collection, and we've got, like, a corgi here, I've got a lizard, a dump truck, we've also got a unicorn, a bunny. Like, there really is a big list of things. The reason they do it is because there is also a Pop Baby section. I haven't done that one yet, but I feel like that's what the dump truck is for, maybe the unicorn as well. And then we also have, like, a snake. I've got a bunch of different versions of cats. Actually, well, there's a bunch of different versions. I only have one. But anyways, besides that, I've got, like, some dogs, and then the husky, I believe, is, like, a newer addition to the website, so I've been trying to, like, collect these as I get them. And if I'm ordering one off the website, and I know I'm not going to be getting a buddy that kind of goes with it, I'll add a second one in there so that way, you know, I can have these as, like, extras. Because if I'm going to be honest, this is kind of like a weird little collection that I've been keeping up with for a while, and by no means do I have every single one of them, but I do think it's a lot of fun. And well, everybody, there we go. That is all of the Pop Yourselves that I have in my collection. And let me know in the comment section below, have you popped yourself on the website yet, or maybe in stores or at Comic-Con? Because it really is a lot of fun, and I feel like they could continue to do this forever with a bunch of different variants. But anyways, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow!